Welcome to this Improver Plus workout. I'm going to be using the band today, starting with your feet hip distance apart. Good. Looking down, make sure that the insides of your feet are parallel and just start rocking your weight forward and backwards. So be aware of how you're feeling so far today. Good. And then settle the feet down so you feel big toe, little toe, and heel evenly. Think that your knees are not hyperextended, but just softened, right? Not bent. Your pelvis, your ribcage, and your head are stacked. Gently grow through the crown of the head. You're holding your band. When you work with the band, keep your wrists straight, right? So you don't want to clench on for dear life. I'm holding it between my thumbs with my palms open. Ready? Band down, take a breath in. As you breathe out, pole raises. Bring your arms up behind you, send the shoulders down, send the ribs down. Breathing in to come back. And again, out. And in. One more of those. And in. And then this time when you come up, leave the shoulders down, engaged, leave the arms up. You're going to do lateral flexion. So lengthen through the crown of the head as you breathe out. Sequentially go over, leaving your head in between, and then gently pull on that bottom arm. Breathing in to come up to center. Breathing out to go the other side. Good. One more on each side. Nice. And now we're going to add on some rotation, okay? Shoulders down, lengthen. So going over and then rotate from the top, looking down at the floor, reach with that front arm, and then de-rotate, coming back up. Other side. Rotate, just keep breathing, de-rotate, and come back up. One more to each side. So start to relax your body. Keep nice deep breaths going. And over. Coming back up. And bring the band down, roll the shoulders back. Nice. Excuse the decorator. That's Paul. Right, have the band a little bit wider. And then you're going to do just some up and overs, right? So take it gentle. So take it as wide as you want. Obviously, the wider it is, the less strain it is on the shoulders. So if one arm wants to go first, that means that you have to go a little wider with the band. And then gently listen to your body. A few more up and overs. Nice. Coming forward. And this one, bring it back behind you. And then you're going to bring it in sort of mid-back. So when you bend your elbows, you're kind of bringing the band just over the elbows, tying them up against you. Shoulders are down engaged, palms are directly up. So if they're like sort of pointing down, it's not going to get into your rotator cuff. That's what we're aiming for. So really draw the shoulders back, rotate, palms are directly up, take a breath in. Actually, it doesn't really matter, breathing out, open the palms wide. Good. Keep breathing, listen to your shoulders, mind your range of movement, always finding that little challenge, but certainly not if it's uncomfortable. Nice. One more of these. Good. Coming into center and bring it down. Good. From there, you're going to bring the band up and over one more time, and then come back to bring the band shoulder distance apart, right? My hands are exactly shoulder distance apart. Ready? So breathing in, bring it up. Breathing out. Out. Now bring it in front of you, elbows down. Out. Breathing in and out, ribs down, shoulders up, but shoulders are still down and engaged. So even when you lengthen, right, you're not coming into extension, you're still in neutral. Try to get those elbows all the way down by your side. This is the last one, going back. Really try to get those elbows down, up, and bring the band down. Good job. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Ready? So you're going to bring the band around your thighs. Have your thighs just a little more than hip distance apart, I would say. Or no, actually, I take that back. Hip distance apart. You're going to tie a little knot there. Okay? Nice. Let's go. So the band should hopefully stick up. Adjust yourselves. And we're going to start with some squats. So remember, with your squats, you want to keep that neutral spine. So do not tuck under. You need to keep that nice neutral back. Push slowly through the feet to come back up. Good. And again. So if you have a loop band, I should have mentioned you could be using that if that's easier for you. Feel free, of course. Good. Can you go a little lower? How low can you go? One more. This time we're going to hold it. Ready? Come on down and hold. Really draw that belly in. Make sure that it's even in your feet. So you shouldn't feel pressure in your knees. If you do, you need to sit back a little more into it. Can you bend the knees a little more? Stick the bum out a little more. Hold it. Inner thighs are now active. Go down a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Slowly. Push to come up. Shake it out. Heart rate up. Good. And again, so this time you're going to come down and coming up. I want you to take with your one foot, if you mirror me, out, take a little step out and lunge. Push to slowly come up. Another step out with the same foot. Slowly. Good. One more step. So it's wide now. So now I really need to get these working, get those knees out to sit down into it. Hold. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Slowly push through your feet to come up. Shake it out. Feet hip distance apart. Ready? Squat. And up. One step. Now we're doing the other leg. One step out. Right? You're thinking about your weight. I want this all to be in the back line, nothing in the front line. So to do that, my weight is ever so slightly in the heels. Last step out. All right, so now you're pretty wide, so you're going to have to think where those knees are going and hold. 3, 2, 1, slow. To come up. Good. Shake it out, shake it out. Like, try to remember what we're doing next. Nice. Remove the band from now. So bringing those knees together. Flip that. You're going to need that in a bit, so don't flip it too far. Coming on the end of your mat. So today we are going to do our plank, and we're just going to do very slow step outs, just for a few. We're going to plank for a minute. If the step outs are too much for you today, then just hold your plank for a minute. All right, feet hip distance apart, floating arms, breathing in. And out, lengthen through the crown of the head, nod the chin towards the chest. Rolling through the spine. Good. Soften your knees or whatever you need to do to get your hands on the mat. Walk yourself forward. Your plank starts now. Good. Head is in line with your body. Hips are in line with the spine. Right. So bring your feet a little closer together if you're going to do the step out, so you have a nice triangular base. Engage with the core with your right leg. Step out, hold, and bring it back. Hold. Really make sure that the glutes are working. Everything is fired up. Other side, left. Step out, hold, and to the center. Be strong. And again, right. Step out, hold, back to center. Left, step out, hold, center. One more on each side. Right. In. Left out. And in. Knees down, knees wide. That was 1 minute exactly. Sit on back onto those heels. Good job. Oh, really good. So you can rest your head on your hands. If you're more comfortable with a nice shoulder extension, just want you to find your breath. Take a moment. Good. And coming on up. If you have your head cushion, you'll need that now. Have the band kind of reachable distance from you at this point. You're going to come lie down on your mat. Take a sip of water. Come lie down in your relaxation position. I'm going to bring the camera closer. So your head is on the pillow, your knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. Good. Close your eyes. And just start to find your thoracic breath. Arms are down by your side. If you prefer to bring your hands on the outside of your ribs, with your middle fingers just touching, you're looking to open the bottom of the ribs and relax. As you exhale, let the pelvis, the ribcage, and the head sink into your mat. Good. On your next breath out, you're going to start with your pelvic tilts. So imprint your low back, engaging with lower core, send the low back into the mat. Breathing in to gently extend. Listen to your body always. Keep the pelvis heavy, keep the body relaxed. A few more of those. Move with your thoracic breath, nice and slow. The next time you imprint your low back, coming into your spine curl, so really draw that belly in, work through the top of the pelvis and through every part of that low back, mid back, pushing through the feet to bring the hips up. Make sure the ribs are down. If you need to, adjust your feet so it feels nice and strong. Glutes are active. Breath in. Leaving your inner thighs active, send your knees over your toes. Reverse it down. If you specifically need to be working your inner thighs, for this section, you can bring the ball in between your inner thighs if you have it handy, and keep that gentle inner thigh engagement. With next two, we're going to add on our rib cage closure. So it's breathing out to come up, breathing in for your arms to come back behind you, breathing out to come down, breathing in, arms down by your side. Good. And again. Good. And hold up there. Bring your knees and feet together. And then bring your left ankle just underneath the right knee. Your pelvis is still in neutral. We're going to spine curl from here. Engage the lower core. Spine curling up. And now actively send that left knee kind of down and away. Bring the hips up, ribs down. Take a breath in. And breathing out to spine curl down. Tuck that pelvis under. Good. One more on this side. And again. Really try to get that hip open. It feels really lovely. Well, actually, it's my good hip, so yeah, it probably feels lovely. Other ones probably less lovely, but hey ho. Good. Ready? Bringing that leg down. Feet are together, so you have that triangle base. Other side. 2. In your own time, take that breath at the top as you need. Good. When you've done with those 2, just bring your knees together, feet together. Arms into a low V. Right, we're ready. Ready for hip rolls. Take a breath in as you breathe out, hip roll over towards the right, lengthening that top left hip down and away from you, keeping those ribs down. Breathing in, engage the left obliques to slowly draw you to center. Same thing on the other side. And then 2 more sets. For your next 2 sets, if you wish to send your head in the opposite direction, feel free, keep the body relaxed, enjoy the rotation. One more set. Keep going. Good. Really good. Once you're back at center, send your legs away for you. Give yourself a full body stretch. Excuse me. Good. So we're going to do seat curves. So you have an option here. If you can do a full roll up from here, scooping your belly and coming up, great. If you can't, for now, just roll over onto your side. And then once you roll over your side, draw the belly in and just take a little bit of a spine stretch forward. And also have a little check in how far you are from your toes, how that feels. Right, so that's not feeling amazing to me quite yet, but we will come back to that when we work on it. Good. Sitting on up, ready for your C curve. So your feet are hip distance apart. You're up on your sit bones, hands underneath, shoulders, most important, are down and engaged. Lengthen through the crown of the head. So you're not going to collapse into the C curve. It's really active. I'm going to keep lengthening through the crown of my head. First, nod the chin towards the chest, and then draw the belly in as you roll the pelvis back and start the roll down from the upper body. That's my C curve. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, I'm going to send my head first to come up and then fully lengthen. 2 more. So nod the chin towards the chest, scoop. It's really important that you roll back in the pelvis, or the next bit is not going to be nice. Good. 1 more of those. Nice. And coming up. Options here. You can do the next bit with your knees bent, right? So we're going to come into C curve and start doing things with the arms. I always find it easier to have my legs straight once I go back to kind of keep me grounded, okay? Pick your poison, it's up to you. Classically, it's knees bent. I prefer my legs forward. Arms are in front of you, legs are back. I need to bend my knees because of my back. C curve, nod the chin towards the chest, really scoop that belly, rolling from the upper body and the lower body, right? So my pelvis is tucked under, and now I'm going to roll back. Flex your feet. That activates the bottom line to keep you steady. Bring your arms up. Good. And forward. Keep that scoop belly. You are not going to restack your spine. Just take a nice spine stretch forward. Good. Keep the shoulders down and engaged, rolling back. Arms are now going to go out to the side. Good. Flex those feet. Arms forward. Scoop the belly. Circles. Okay, nice and slow. Have your palms facing down. Bring the arms up and around. Good job. And forward. We're going to reverse the circles. Good. And coming forward. Take a little moment, bend the knees. And then find your loop band, if you have the little loop, or the band that you've tied into a loop. It's up to you. Okay? Ready? Bring it between your thumbs, shoulders hip distance apart, hands are facing down. So you can have your legs straight. Come into your C curve. So roll the shoulders back and then rolling back. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, pull raise. Arms come up. Breathing in, arms forward, spine stretch forward. Hoping with each of these, you're getting a little closer to your toes. Ready? You're going to come up, pull on the left arm, and bring the band in the center. Pull on the right arm. Oh, feel those obliques kicking in. Great. Arms forward, spine stretch forward. Last one, we're going to do a little bit of a rotation, okay? So holding that C curve, shoulders down and engaged. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to rotate, right? Like you're steering. Come into center and the other side. Coming into center and spine stretch forward. Good job. From there, you're going to slowly roll all the way back. Give yourself a full body stretch. Nice. I'm going to move myself down a tiny bit. Lovely. From there, you're going to bring your left foot into the band, into the loop. You kind of hold on to the knot there. And then we're going to actually bring the band that's in your left foot into your left hand, bring the right arm down. So your left arm needs to be in line with that knee, okay? So we're going to bend. So when you bend, the knee goes straight through the band and extend. So it'll keep your alignment. So 3 more of those. As you extend, send that tailbone down, flex the foot, and really take a moment and try to get into that hamstring. 2 more. Keep breathing. Relax your body on the mat otherwise. Good. Keep the legs straight up. Now swap hands with the band. Bring the left arm out to the side. You're going to keep that height as you bring the leg over and across your body, but also let that left hip lift, and you're going over, okay? So now I'm supporting myself with my right elbow down and the other arm out to the side. Lengthen that top hip down, and then have a look at the foot. So I don't think you can see mine so well, but we want it parallel with the floor. So you might need to lift the heel towards the ceiling a little bit and breathe. So you should be feeling quite a big stretch here. You can put a little more pressure on the band if you want, and you can lengthen the top hip down a little bit. See if you get a little deeper into that stretch and breathe. Coming on up. Swap hands with the band. Bring your right arm out to the side. Make sure that your pelvis is now staying anchored. So you can, even if you want, you can bring your hand onto the right hip, because I don't want that to lift as you bring the foot out to the side. Again, you need to make sure that you're not here. You want that foot to be perfectly parallel, and then get that nice adductor stretch. Anchor down the right hip and breathe. So you are holding onto the band. So try to let the leg relax so you can just get the stretch. Let it play out. One more breath. Reach through the heel a little bit. Put a little more pressure on that band. Oh, bring that leg up. Good. You're going to bring the leg over and across, around and down. So hip circles. So relax the leg a little bit. But I'm really drawing my core in, my lower core, by drawing the hip bones together to stabilize my pelvis. Good. And reverse your hip circles. If you want to go as wide as you can, listen to your body. One more of those. Nice. Coming into center. Bring that other leg up. I'm going to swap feet with the band. I like it flat on this foot. And bring the left leg down. Good. So now the right leg is up. It's being held by the right arm. Straighten that leg up. So this is your straight leg raise, as high as you can raise it without bending that knee, okay? That's your starting point. Bend and straighten. So the knee should go right through the band and extend. Carry on. Take that moment at the top. Really get into that hamstring. See if you can give it a little extra. Always listening to your body. Last one of these. Actually, that was 4. We're going to do one more. And then hold that hamstring stretch. Send that tailbone down. Flex the foot. Really reach through the heel. Little extra pressure on the band. Hold the leg there. Bring the left hand over and across. So you're going to grab the band with that. My right arm is now going down the other side. And slowly, listen to your body, slowly. So if you do not lift the leg, it kind of goes into the hip flexors. It's not nice. It actually feels better to just do a little bit of a hip roll, nice and slow. I'm bringing that left elbow down to support me. Now lengthening that top hip down, relaxing the leg into the band, and breathe. Lengthen the hip down a little more pressure into the band, just a tiny bit more. Reach through that heel now, really go. Oh. Relax the leg. Slowly bring that leg up. Swap hands with the band. Bring the other arm out to the side or anchor onto this hip bone. So really anchor that left side and slowly bring it down. And then when you're there, have a look at your foot. See if you need to lift the heel to get the foot parallel with the floor. And hold. You should be really getting a very big inner thigh or adductor stretch. Can you reach through the heel just a little bit? Always listen to your body. I'm speaking so much on this side. I imagine you are too. Well, this is definitely my tighter side for sure. Bringing that leg up and then hip circles. So draw the leg up, over and across your body, down and around. Good. Take it slow. You can go as big as you feel comfortable, as wide with these circles as you feel comfortable and stable. Good. And reverse, so 3 in the opposite direction. Good. 2 more. Well done. Nice. And then when you're done, bend the knee. Send your legs away from you. Give yourself that full body stretch. Nice. Again, options. Roll over onto your side if you need to, or spine curling up. Rolling up. And then again, find that spine stretch forward. Yeah, I'm way closer to my toes. I'm not touching them. Yeah, I'm just about touching them. So that's nice. We're getting there. We're getting there. Good. And then come and bend your knees and bring your feet the same width. I'm going to move my mat this way, the same width as your feet. So my knees are wide, my shoulders are back and engaged to support me. Windscreen wipers. So bring the knee all the way down and then onto the other side. Good. Carry on. And now we're going to add on rotation, okay? So the knees are going to go, and then with my arm, I'm going to really reach. And it's a glorious little stretch coming back. Same thing on the other side. And then one more set in your own time. Take it slow and listen to your body. Yes, you're going to end up shuffling down your mat. I'm going to need to adjust because I feel like I'm about to go into my garden. Good. Once you're even on both sides, We're now going to add on a little lift, okay? If the lift isn't for you, keep doing just the rotation. So the knees go over, and then you're going to push through, lift. With control, come down. Same thing on the other side. Nice. Good. One more on each side. Good. And then you're going to come onto your mat. Sitting onto your mat. So this one can be a little bit tricky. It's called 90-90. So you're going to have the back knee is 90 degrees. This is with your hips, and you need to try to get the hips down. Okay, if this leg is in, I don't feel much, but when I get that 90, this is 90, everything kind of 90, I get quite a good stretch here. Right, that should feel comfortable. If you're not getting anything, you can actually come on down, and you really need to kind of get into that rotation. Listen to your back. This is a 90-90 stretch. If you're not getting anything, think about sending that heel forward. Think about sending that back leg back. It's quite deep in the hip joint. Good. And then coming up, so you can relax this. So for me, I need to just kind of be in this position, and this is comfortable. This back knee, we're going to lift the back leg. Okay, you're going to feel it right there. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And now can you lift the leg? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Come on to the other side. 90-90 stretch to start. Okay. And then come on down into it. So I don't feel a massive amount the last way, but this way I definitely feel it. Is everyone feeling something? Can you give me a thumbs up? Yeah, okay. Again, if you have back issues, you know, anytime you're kind of playing with hips and rotation, like you just need to listen to your body. So I'm not fully forward. I need to be slightly out. And coming up. Ready? Lifting with the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready? Lifting the whole leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And then bring the legs forward and just take that windscreen wiper again. So legs are wide, sending the hips side to side. Good. 2 more of those. Good job. And when you're done with that, we're going to come onto our bellies. Ready? Coming into prone. Come lie down, tuck the ribs under so your heels are flopped in for diamond press. Middle fingers are near each other, head is down. Just take a breath there and really relax your body, but lengthen through the crown of the head. Diamond press, roll the nose forward. So when you're looking down, shoulders down and engaged, lift from the crown of the head, lift from the back of the head, grow through the crown of the head. Nose goes down and under. 2 more in your own time. Good. Coming into your cobra prep. So your arms are making kind of a capital E or a W. Shoulders have to be able to go back and engage. First, diamond press. So bring your head in line with the spine. Now lengthen through the crown of the head, draw the shoulders back, and start to send that heart forward. Don't look up too much. Oh, that feels good. And coming down. 2 more cobra prep. So this is just upper spine extension, really helping with the posture. Always trying to avoid the bump on the upper spine, so you need to keep it moving. You don't want the extension to just go down the bottom part of your back. when you're ready to come into your full cobra, again, really make sure our heels are flopped in. That gently tucks our pelvis under. So first diamond press, then come into your cobra prep. And then if you want, keep really lengthening. So I'm reaching through my heels and I'm lengthening through the crown of the head to get my spine as open and long. Whoa, I'm quite tight. That's it for me. Listen to your body. 2 more. Good. And when you're done with that second one, bring your legs into parallel and just rest your head on your hands. Nice. Good. Ribs are tucked under. I'm going to grab one ankle and then the other ankle. That might be enough for you. Diamond press if you can. Lengthen your knees away from you. So I'm sending them back and away from me and then putting my feet into my hands, shoulders back and engaged to lift. Wherever you are, quad stretch. Make sure that the legs, knees aren't going too wide. That takes it out. Slowly lower down. Lower the legs down and rest your head. Good. We're just going to send, the ribs are back under, so I'm in neutral. Just with a pointed toe, you're going to do just little bum kicks. Ready? So with pulses, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. One more set. Last one. Good. Ready? So diamond press with your head. You're going to lift, draw the belly in, lift your arms up so they're just floating over the floor. You're going to circle the arms back, grab your arms, grab your hands, and if you can, come into this lift. Hold. Bring it down, draw that belly in as you circle the arms wide. Bring the arms down, bring the head down. Great job. Sit back onto those heels. And let that low back just settle down, release through it. And then coming up and bring the hands forward. So you're then going to send your heart forward, arms forward, and just open up the shoulders and the upper back extension. Good. Nice. Ready? You need your loop band again. We're going to come and do our side work. And then we're going to come back to the core. So bringing the band just above the knees. And come lie on your side ready for oyster. So for oyster, your feet are at the back of the mat, your hips are off the back of the mat, but your body is up off the front part of your mat. Your ribs are connected, right? So you're not an extension. My ribs are connected. I want to spill my water there. Good. Ready? And oyster. So feet stay stacked without rolling back. Continue to stick the bum out. One more of these. Good job. And then we're going to come into hip mobility. So we're going to come to the top part of our oyster. Then we're going to drop the knees and the foot up. Lift. Connect the feet back down. Good. One more of these. Good. And then relax the knee down. From there, you're going to raise the whole leg so it's parallel or in line with the spine, okay? You're going to flex the back foot, kick back as you tuck the pelvis under. Should be hip flexor opening. And then bring that leg all the way forward, so a little gentle flexion there. Take it slow, working in line with the spine, right? Not lower, not higher. You can see everything is level at the hip. Oh, that feels so nice. I get a little bit of a quad stretch. Definitely for me, a hip flexor stretch. One more of those. Bring it forward. That feels nice as well. And then relax your leg down. And then you're going to bring your arm up above you. Ribs are connected. So, this is an improver plus class. If you're an improver, just make sure you keep that hand down. Make sure your ribs are connected. Your hips are stacked, so you're not rolling back, right? So if you're going to lengthen the top leg, bring it to hip distance. And from there, you're going to kick up. So 1, 2. If you want your arm up, if you are working your way to intermediate or intermediate, that's your challenge. Good, bring the leg into center, and then you're going to do little circles, which is really hard with your arm up, if I'm honest. My core is working completely. Reverse the circles. 1, 2, 3, and bring that leg down. Give yourself a nice full body stretch. Nice. Ready? Coming on up, let's flip on over to the other side. Ready for oyster. Upper body off the front part of the mat. Hips and feet at the back. Right? Don't tuck the pelvis under. You need to feel it here, not here. That means that you're tucking the pelvis under. Off you go with your oysters. Good. Last one of those, and then hip mobility. So coming to the top, drop the knee, lift the foot. Take it slow. And I'm really there, it's a challenge. I'm feeling the band resisting me. I'm really trying to get that knee up, getting all that work. Good. And relax the leg down. Good. Bring the leg into in line with your hip. Flex the foot. Kick back. Tuck that pelvis under. And then bring it gently forward to open up that muscle. Slight rounding there. So I'm also kind of reaching through my knee, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of lengthening as I go. Last one of these. I like this one. It's nice. Good. Bring that knee in and then settle them down. Good. From there, you're going to straighten your body out. You're going to have a weaker side, so always most important is that you're in alignment. So if that means keeping your arm down, please do that. Lengthen the top of the leg away from you. Bring your arm into whatever position you wish. And lift and lower. Really lengthen, lift and lower. One more of these. If you're having your arm not particular, everyone draw that core in for leg circles. 3 on each side. Reverse the circle. Nice. Relax that leg down. And then come onto your belly. I know you have the band on. Have those knees wide. Sit back onto those heels. Good. And then come flip yourself around. Actually, you don't need to. You can go this way. You can take the band off, actually. Let's go ahead and take the band off. You don't need it, so let's not complicate things, shall we? You're going to come into a cat, lengthen through the crown of the head, and tuck under, drop the head, breathing into center. One more of those. Good. And then you're going to keep that neutral pelvis. So as you rock back, do not tuck that pelvis under. So it opens the sit bones right there. And then rocking forward. 2 more of those. Good. Coming up, tricep dip, shoulders down and engaged. So bending only from the hips and the elbow. Do not send your hips back towards your feet. You should be feeling these in the triceps. If you feel it in weird joints, that means your hands might need to go a tiny bit forward. Push through the heel of the hands as you come up. That gets the triceps really engaged. 3 more. Good. Then you're going to do 1 thread the needle in each direction, starting with that tricep press. So initiate a little bit of bend of the elbow, keeps you in line. Bring that arm underneath and rotate. If you can, rest your hand, bring that other arm up. Give it extra rotation. De-rotate. Come back up. Same thing, other side. Start with a tricep press and then rotate under. Bring that arm up. Breathe. De-rotate and come up. Good. And from there, come lay down on your mat with your head cushions. Nice. So from there, just take a hip roll in each direction. Good. Feet hip distance apart. Your pelvis is now in neutral, right? So go ahead and imprint your low back and then send the pelvis away and then relax. So you should have that gentle gap underneath the low back. Drawing those hip bones together, engaging that lower core, arms down by your sides, heel toe float one leg up, heel toe float the other leg up. Make sure the thigh bones are sinking down into the pelvis, the weight of them, so nothing is working at the moment. Take a breath in, toe taps. Breathing out, left leg slowly opens. Breathing in, use that muscle to draw it back in, not momentum. Carry on. If you're happy with just doing these, that's fine. If you want more of a challenge, bring your arms up, palms in, shoulders down and engaged. And then for the next set, if you want to progress a little more, we're going to do toe tapping dead bug. So left leg, right arm. Breathing in. Same thing on the other side. 1 more set of these, or just whichever level you want to stick at. To progress a little bit more, to really challenge that rib to hip connection, you're going to have your palm facing towards your knees. So a rib cage closure with your toe tap. And you can feel all sorts of stuff having to engage to keep the trunk of your body completely stable. So my lower core is working, my obliques are working, and my rib to hip connection so my ribs don't pop up. Everything's working. Good. Bring the knees in. Go side to side. Double knee fold. Good. Bring your heels together. Remove your head cushion. Bring your hands back behind your head. So you need to be neutral. So that's a little bit of flexion. You can see like that's neutral. So my tailbone is down on the mat, and it's working, but it feels right and heavy. Head lengthen through the crown of the head. Breathing out, curling up. 1. If this is too much, just bring your legs down. You can have your legs straight. It's no problem. Carry on with your curl ups. I'm right now working. I'm squeezing kind of my heels gently together to get my legs working, but I'm working to keep everything really stable in my lower body as I'm curling up from the upper body. Head is heavy and you're focusing on the ribs going down. That's what this is about, and a lengthened spine. Two more. Good. Bring the knees in, bring the head down. Double knee fold, hands back behind your head. You're going to do a crisscross with the toe tap. Ready? Take a breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to toe tap with the left. You're going to curl up and rotate towards the right. hold the height of the curl up as you bring that leg in slowly, and the other side. Rotating to the left, right leg goes down. You don't want to be rolling all over the place. You're only rotating from the ribs, not the shoulders. Take it slow and controlled. One more set. Head is really heavy. Ribs, ribs, ribs. Draw that belly in. You're almost there with this. Once you've rotated towards the left, bring your head down, bring the knees in. Right, if you've had enough, again, this is an Improver Plus class, so if you've had enough, you can go back to toe taps, or you could just take a little moment, okay? If you're ready for a little more challenge, we're gonna come into a single leg stretch, and then we're gonna go into a single straight leg stretch, and then the full crisscross, which is what you just did, but with the legs extending. I don't really know what that is, but that's what I was trying to say. So single leg stretch, legs are parallel, hands on the outside. First, nod your chin towards the chest, send the ribs down to come into your curl up, shoulders down and engage. Take a breath in. Sorry, the legs are slightly externally rotated, knees out. And send the left leg away from you, bring the other knee in towards the shoulder and swap. And swap, make sure the leg goes away from you and doesn't drop. A little bit of external rotation again there. That's the left, finishing with the right. And then we're going to do single straight leg stretch. So you can keep that external rotation or have it parallel. It's whatever feels better. Left leg in. And gently with control swap. And swap. And swap. Crisscross. Double knee fold. Now my legs are parallel, hands back behind my head. Take a breath in, breathing out. Left leg goes straight out. Don't drop it down. Use your core to draw it straight back in. And go. Rotating over. One more to each side. Oh, bring it in. Good job. And then roll yourself over. Come in to your 4-point kneeling again. Good. From there, just bring your hands forward and again, send that heart down. Take that little upper body stretch. I feel like this is what I see my cats doing. I think I'm just, can I call it cat stretch? I'm sure there's a name for it. If anybody knows, can you let me know? I'm going to call it a cat stretch. I see my cats doing it all the time. From there, you're in a 4-point kneeling, but you're going to send your hands a little bit more forward, shoulders down and engaged, right? Cat ripple. So the hips down, listen to your body. Lengthen, 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 and then engage with the core. Leave your hands where they are. Bring the hips back towards the heels. Drop the head. Looking at the feet. So coming up via a cat. And then into extension and lift. You're going to do one more of these. Good. Come into neutral. So now my hips are in line with my spine. Tuck the pelvis under. Send your weight up onto your tippy toes. Walk your hands back 1 or 2. Shoulders are back and engaged, okay? So now you're going to send one heel down, bend the opposite knee. So while I'm doing that, I'm pushing into my hands to send the hips up towards the ceiling, getting a luscious last back line stretch. Good. And then feet are hip distance apart. Bend your knees if you need to. I certainly do with my back. Good, hang there. Oh. Ready, soften your knees. Too slowly if you want to support yourself to come up. Feel free as I adjust the camera. Just take a moment, shake yourself out. Apologies there. Good. Come facing towards me. Feet hip distance apart. Ready? Lateral flexion. Breathing in, lift up. Breathing out as you go over. Breathing in and out. One more to each side. Good. Coming center, floating arms, breathing in. Rotate the palms so you're pushing the air down now. Lengthen through the crown of the head. 2 more. Next, we're going to do a little bit of a shoulder stretch. Okay. So you're going to bring one arm up, the other arm back. So try to see if you can touch. And then the other way. So one side like I could on the other one, not a chance on this one. And again, listen to your shoulders, please. Good. Then bring both hands just around, I'd say just above the mid-back, right? Palms down, shoulders down, and engage. Turn yourself into a little butterfly. So draw those elbows, drawing those elbows forward, opening up the scapula. Oh, that feels nice. And then draw the elbows together, opening up the front of the shoulders. 2 more of those. Good. Relax it down, roll the shoulders back. And then you're going to finish with a roll down. Nod your chin towards the chest. Slowly, remember not to bend from the hips until you work through the spine. Then you're going to come all the way down. Take a moment there. Now I'm hoping, like I can touch my toes quite happily now. Soften the knees to come up. We're in the beginning of class. I think I was like 2 inches away. Standing nice and tall, finishing with the neck. Bring your hand onto your head. Bring the ear directly over. Good, so you have a gentle little bit of pressure to get a little more of neck opening. Coming up, other side, hand and over. So I'm kind of lengthening through the crown of the head here. Breathe. Coming up, and then you're going to come over and then look at your head, send your nose towards your shoulder. So this is getting more in the back part of the neck there. De-rotate and come up, other side. And then rotate. De-rotate, come up, and then finally just looking over your shoulders. 1 more of those. Coming into center when you're ready. Roll those shoulders back. Good. So you've had a bit of core work, hip work, quite a lot of bum work, full body. So well done. Lovely to see you. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments if you did, and see you soon. Bye.